In a quiet village nestled between towering mountains, there lived a 24-year-old young man named Elias Varon. From the outside, Elias looked like any other villager, but inside, his world was chaos. His mind never rested. Thoughts flooded him from morning to night, memories of past mistakes, regrets he couldn't erase, and endless worries about a future he couldn't control. Each thought pulled him deeper into unease, like waves in a storm that never calmed. Sleep abandoned him. Peace felt like a forgotten memory. Even his smile had slowly disappeared. One evening, while sitting alone under a fading sky, Elias heard whispers from travelers. They spoke of a distant hill village and a man named Eldrin Vare. A once renowned psychologist in the great city, Eldrin had helped countless minds find clarity. But years ago, he left behind the noise of the world and chose silence, living now among nature, guiding only those who truly sought peace. Something stirred within Elias. Hope. Maybe he can help me, Elias thought. And so, without hesitation, he began his journey. Days passed, dusty roads, steep hills, exhaustion, but Elias kept walking, until finally he reached the village. It was unlike anything he had seen before, calm, untouched, almost timeless. At the edge of the village stood a small house wrapped in vines and greenery. On its porch sat an old man, eyes closed, breathing gently, as if the world itself moved with him. Elias approached slowly. "Grandfather?" he said softly, his voice trembling. "My mind is restless. I cannot stop thinking. I feel lost. Can you help me find peace?" The old man opened his eyes. They were calm, deep, knowing. He smiled. "I am Eldrin," he said gently, "and yes, I can help you. But first, you must complete a task." Eldrin led Elias to the yard. He filled a glass with water right to the brim, so full even the slightest tremble would spill it. Handing it to Elias, he said, "Walk to the edge of the village and return. But remember, not a single drop must fall." Elias hesitated, but nodded. He began walking. The road was alive, children laughing, merchants calling, dogs barking, footsteps echoing. But Elias saw none of it. His entire world narrowed to one thing, the glass. Step by step, breath by breath, focus unwavering. The chaos around him faded as if it never existed. After what felt like an eternity, Elias returned. "Grandfather, I did it," he said, breathing deeply. "Not a single drop spilled." Eldrin smiled. "And tell me, Elias, did you see the children playing? Did you hear the dogs barking?" Elias paused, confused. "No," he replied. "I saw nothing. I heard nothing. I was only focused on the water." Eldrin's smile deepened. "And there," he said softly, "is the answer you've been searching for." Elias stood still. When your mind is fully in the present moment, there is no space for fear, no room for regret, no noise of endless thoughts. You were not trapped in your past. You were not afraid of your future. For the first time, you were simply here. Something shifted inside Elias. The storm quieted. He finally understood. Peace wasn't something hidden in distant places. It wasn't something to chase. It had always been within him, waiting for his attention. Elias lowered his head, his voice calm now. "Grandfather, I see it now. If I want peace, I must live in this moment." Eldrin nodded. The sun began to set, painting the sky in gold and crimson. Birds returned to their nests. the world softened. Elias turned and began his journey home. But this time, he wasn't the same man. The storm inside him was gone, and in its place, there was stillness. Because he had discovered something powerful. Peace doesn't come from controlling the world. It comes from mastering where your mind chooses to stay. If this story spoke to you, share it with someone who needs peace today. And remember, your mind can be your storm or your sanctuary. Choose wisely.